This is just some of the hardware for my lower control arms that I bought. I bought them from a buddy of mine, but I decided to get new hardware. So that's what this is. And as you can see, the Panhard bar I got is adjustable. My card is lowered a bit, so I do need to have it adjusted, and I've noticed that my rear end doesn't sit perfectly straight. So having it adjustable would definitely help that problem and would make the car feel a lot better. But yeah, later in this video, I'll be doing an installation. Well, later today, I'll be doing an installation once it gets a little bit warmer outside. Okay guys, so we're doing the install right now. There's the Panhard bar, and these are some of the tools you might need. So I just brought out different size extensions. I don't think you'll need any. I brought a 1/2" ratchet. I didn't have an 18 for 1/2", so I had to use an adapter to be able to use my 3/8 18. You need an adjustable wrench or a 21 wrench, but I only have an adjustable one. The biggest one I have for the others is a 19. You also need a grease gun and some grease, of course, and we're using our impact driver just to be able to take out the bolts faster. Or you're gonna use this to grease up the bushings. You generally want to do that once everything's all buttoned up. But yeah, this is pretty much all you need. It's not that much, and you might need some napkins, but that's pretty much it. Okay, so this side took a little bit longer than we thought. The bolt was a little bit seized in there, but we broke it loose. So we're not gonna take it out yet. We're gonna focus on the other one that's up there, right there. And we're gonna take that one out completely, and then we'll take out the bolts together. All right, we're gonna remove this side now. This one's a 21 mil and 18 mil on this side and 21 on this side. This side we could use our half-inch one, so it should be a lot easier to take off than the other side.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Alright, so after a little bit of time, we got both of them out, both bolts out. The hardest one was definitely that side up there. It was giving us a lot of troubles. This side was pretty easy since we were able to use the impact on it. Now all that's left is to simply pry the old Panhard bar out and match it up with the old one, and then from there we'll be able to measure it up. Okay guys, now that the old Panhard bar is out, what you want to do is make sure that it's evenly matched on both sides. I did that by using some extensions. They go all the way through. That's what you want to make sure, that they go all the way through. It goes all the way through on that side as well. And now all that's left to do is to put it in the car, and from there we're going to adjust it using this right here. And generally you want to put this on the differential side. The solid side, you want to put that on the chassis, just so it's as stiff as possible. I really don't know if it makes a huge difference, but I would assume it does. But it's also just better safe than sorry. So I'm gonna leave this side on the mounted to the differential. Also, it'd be a lot easier to adjust from there as opposed to being way up there on the chassis side. Alright, so we reinstalled the bolts how they came from factory, and if you plan on doing this, you would know that this one comes like this, and it's kind of a pain to get it pushed in all the way, but we found a strategy that helped us, which was to simply put the hammer and, you know, put it like this and just pull it up like that and put the nut through, or yeah, the bolt through, and you barely have enough room to bring it through. And once you get a few threads on, you can use the nut that came with it and just simply pull it, you know, tighten it and pull it. And that's what worked for us, and we got it flush. So just get it tight enough where the back bolt is flush. Don't torque it down, because you want to torque it down with suspension on it. I got the Founders Performance one, and that one didn't come with instructions, but from what I've seen online, it's generally 70 foot-pounds. So that's what I'm gonna torque mine to. I'm gonna just lower mine down, fill these with grease, right, and on both sides, lower the car down and roll it on ramps on the back so I could torque down the bolts. But one thing to note would be to make sure your grease fittings are pointed down so you can grease them up. Because if you haven't pointed up, yeah, they're not gonna get that much dirt on them, but how are you gonna fit a grease gun on them? So both of mine are seated down. I'm gonna grease them up, and then from there we'll adjust it to make sure that the rear end is sitting nice and perfectly centered.